If you want to start a high paying career in your life, then in that particular case, becoming a Scrum Master could be one of the major profiles for which you can look for. And to become a Scrum Master, the very first thing that you need is to master the Agile methodology. Now we will try to understand that what do you mean by Agile methodology. Okay, so we are going to focus on understanding about Agile. So basically, Agile methodology is a way of managing your project. Okay, it's a way of managing your project by breaking down into smaller parts, by breaking down the project into smaller parts, okay, or smaller pieces. That is what we understand by Agile. Now let's take an example about it. Let's say if you want to develop a mobile application like Netflix. So here on your screen, you'll be able to see that I've added some screenshot about Netflix, right? So if you want to develop an application, so do you think that you would be able to develop that entire application in one go? Right? You won't be able to do it. So Agile, what teaches us is that it teaches us to break down things into smaller parts. So basically, if you want to develop an application like Netflix, then in that particular case, we are going to first create the home screen, okay, which is the first screen, and then in the next step we are going to develop the sign in or sign up screen. Okay, so that is how you break the project into smaller piece. So basically in a fraction of time, like let's say in 1 week we will develop the home screen, and then in the second week we are going to develop the sign in screen, then in the third week we are going to develop the dashboard, or let's say we are going to develop the payment page. So developing the project into smaller iterations or in bits and pieces is called as Agile. Okay, I hope you have understood about Agile. If you have any question, if you have any doubt, please try to park a comment in like a comment on this particular video, and I'll be trying to give you a reply. Okay, and please like, share and subscribe the video.